I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hey RHS, I'm Nyana Nellums-Ferguson.
And I'm Jasmine Jackson. This is your daily dose for Tuesday, June 4th, 2019.
Attention all freshmen taking Advanced English 2 next year. There is a brief meeting with Mrs. Lomas today in the LMC mezzanine immediately after school. Plan to stay for about 10 minutes.
This year, the juniors got to experience court in the schools.
Last Friday, May 17th, RHS held their first ever live court cases. All of class of 2020 attended this interesting event. Did you enjoy watching these cases live?
Yeah, I did enjoy it. Yes, I think it was very interesting to see how the court system worked and to see how the stuff we learned in government class applied to real life.
What do you think the purpose was for these cases?
I think the purpose was to show us what could happen in the future if we mess up. How everything worked, and in case you did end up in that situation or someone you know did, you know kind of what to expect.
What emotion did you feel when you heard people sentencing?
I felt sad at first, but then I remembered that they all kind of deserved what they did. It was kind of upsetting to see that they would have to leave their families because one guy had to go to jail right away, and that their life was kind of messed up from now on.
Why did you do these court cases for specifically juniors?
When we looked at which group of students we wanted to have participate in this, one of the factors that went into it, and this was some feedback from social studies teachers, is that juniors take government, and they've all been through their judicial branch unit, so kind of got some understanding and background of how the judicial system works. Also, we think juniors are a good age because they're getting close to the point where they're going to be going out in the real world, and so they have an understanding of what can happen, if you break the law.
Why did you start this just this year?
So, if you're not aware, a new judge did take office after the new year, and I think the new judge kind of wanted to get this program up and running, and so somebody from the court reached out to us, and we had Mr. Dyroff, who's one of our social studies teachers, work with them to set up the program. They're also did visit Wilson Middle School and several other schools in the area.
Social studies teachers and administrators hope you took something out of this event. Stay safe, RHS. Now back to the anchors.
Interesting experience for everyone.
It's time to start thinking about cleaning out your lockers, finding all your books and getting them turned to the LMC. All lockers must be cleaned out before finals are finished. Anything left in lockers after that will be donated immediately, so please take care of this and help Don out.
Students interested in testing out of class should see their counselor in the counseling office ASAP.
RHS Botany is participating in Pollinator Day at Hood's Hardware this Sunday, June 8th from 11 to 3. Botany will be selling milkweed and various pollinator plants on that day. Come out and check it out.
Another thing our juniors got to experience recently is a mock job interview as part of quarter 4 of their Pathways class, which is the career readiness portion of the class.
Hey RHS, did you know that the Pathways class is practicing job interviews?
So Pathways does the interview process because, Pathways is a career and readiness class. Not everyone is going to college. So the fourth quarter we focus on career. So everyone is going to at some point in their life have to take an interview. So these are interview skills we're working on, that you can use in the real world.
Were you prepared for the interview?
Well, as you can see, pretty much, yeah. Solid yes.
So the interview process, basically when the students come to class, a couple of them at a time are going to go to their designated interviewer, and they're going to be in a 5 to 7 minute interview. They're going to ask them questions pertaining to the job that they are pretending to apply for.
How did the interview go?
I think I passed with flying colors, got everything going right.
So we have kind of collaborated with a couple other places. So there's some local banks that are bringing some people over to help us interview. There's some people from the HR and from the Wyandotte, public schools program who are helping to interview kids. So it's really a big collaboration process with a lot of different people.
Thanks Mrs. Borowicz, Mrs. Lomas, and Mrs. Powers for making this happen for the juniors.
Any high school student interested in learning how to row, see Mr. Hickey in room A328 for information on rowing camps held at the Wyandotte Boat Club.
Now here's Nay with sports.
Bulls baseball lost in the district finals this past weekend. Their bats were swinging well against Woodhaven, and the team beat the Warriors at the plate, earning 8 hits to Woodhaven's 7, but it wasn't enough to get the win. The Bears fell 10-5. Softball season also came to an end Saturday. They lost a good game to Carlson 3-2 in the 8th inning. The tennis team had a great day at states. They finished 17th in the state. Cherish Antoine won a match at one singles, and the doubles team of Sidney Tarnowski and Riley Crosby made the quarterfinals after beating the 9th team in the state. Everyone played really well. The state meet capped off an impressive season, including a league title. Congratulations to the tennis team. And rowing had their final regatta of the season at St. Catharines in Canada. The girls' junior 8 got their best time for the season, and overall times were really strong against great competition. Congratulations, Laura, on an impressive season. Finally, we have some huge news in RHS swimming and diving. Freshman Hudson Hill was just named All-American in diving. Congratulations, Hudson. That's all for your sports. Now, back to Jasmine.
Don't forget, Homework Den is open today. Stop by the LMC from 3 to 4 to help yourself finish the school year strong and get ready for those finals next week.
The final exam schedule for next week is as follows. We have full days on the school on Monday and Tuesday. Our first hour exams will be Monday. Tuesday we will have second and third hour exams. Wednesday and Thursday are half days of the school with dismissal at 11:38. Fourth and fifth hour finals are Wednesday, and sixth and seventh are Thursday.
Now let's take a look under the spotlight.
Mr. Ballelli is a new teacher here at RHS. We went and found out more about him. What is your name and your job?
I'm Mr. Ballelli, and I am the World History and Government teacher.
How long have you taught at RHS?
This is my first year at RHS.
Where did you go to school?
I went to Plymouth High School, and I attended Central Michigan University.
What is your first memory from RHS?
My first memory is probably when Mr. Kell was showing me around the school and just like realizing how big it is. And I came from a pretty big school, but like the room sizes here are gigantic.
What is your favorite thing that you've done here at RHS?
My favorite thing is I attended one of the football games and just kind of seeing like the student section like get real into it. Our student section was pretty weak, but like your guys' is like real strong.
Thanks, Mr. Ballelli. It was great to learn more about you. Now back to the anchors.
Happy birthday to Lillian Corby, Emily Miglowski, Xavier Perro,
Matthew Rose, Gennaro Sevadera, Justin Sikora.
Only 8 more days left.
Hang in there, Bears.